Hi, this is Tony with Tony's Talk Show, and I'm here with Big A and Magic. Yahoo! Hell yeah! Big A and Magic, how in the hell are you guys doing today?
How's it going,
Doing
man? How's it
fine.
going?
Yahoo! Great to see you guys. Hey, thank you guys for the follows, man. We appreciate it. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Heavenly Tinkers, thank you. Hell yeah. For the bits. Oh my God, we're getting bits even, guys. Damn. All right, man. Thank you guys so much. Yeah. So, Big A and Magic are both Twitch streamers. Big A and Magic are content creators. They own a business where they help a lot of small streamers get merchandise rolling and stuff like that. And we're here today to talk with them and let them tell us all about the great things that they do in the internet community. So, Big A and Magic, tell me, what do you guys do one at a time?
You can go for it, Magic.
I stream Apex, Call of Duty. I might get back into Fortnite depending on how well it goes, but just happy to be here.
Yeah, about the same. We've been streaming. No, I've been streaming a little bit for about 6 months now. I stream mainly Fortnite, a little bit of Apex, a little bit of COD. But yeah, just happy to be here.
Well, Big A, tell me, what's Fortnite about or like, or how do you play it?
Well, I'm not good at it. I don't consider myself good at it. I'm consider myself mediocre at best. It's basically, it's a battle royale game that involves, the physics of building to help defend yourself. But it's like any other BR game, last to survive to win the match. And it's the same with Apex. Apex, there's no building involved, but it's a lot more run and gun, faster paced style gaming. And Call of Duty, everybody knows Call of Duty. Call of Duty's Call of Duty. So,
I heard there's this notorious group out there, okay, called Alias Squad. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about Alias Squad. Yahoo!
So me, Big A here, and are also our partner slash co-starter, Botboy PCs. We have all decided to start an organization trying to build a streaming community. We're not really trying to do your typical, like FaZe Clan or anything like that. Right now, we're trying to build just a streaming platform. Eventually, we would like to get into some competitive play, but our main focus is to give back to the small community of small community streamers. So,
yeah, we help out that, because ourselves, we are small streamers. We know how hard it is out there to start out as a smaller streamer. Like Magic, he just started streaming about a month ago, so he's figuring out, it's a little hard. Me myself personally, I've hit the affiliate status, but the grind to get there, for me personally, it was really hard. And we started this organization to help, give those smaller streamers that just hit affiliate or right there almost at affiliate, the push and the drive that they need to want to continue to better themselves. And little things like that. It's something that we love doing. We love helping other people out, and it's a passion of all three of us co-founders to want to help other people out.
Well, Big A, one night it was real late at night, and I was having a hard time sleeping, and I stumbled across Magic's channel, and I watched him. And this guy is articulate. He has a great sense of humor and a great personality. And I'm telling you, I thought he was cool as hell. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
I saw all them truck and car signs in the background, and I said, "Damn, this guy's Mr. Macho Man. Hell yeah!" Anyway, he was telling me about you guys, and he ended up giving me your link, and I went over and watched you a couple of nights. And I think you're a great streamer too. And that's why you guys are on this show tonight. Hell yeah!
Yes, sir.
Yahoo! So I'm hoping that a lot of people will give you guys a follow. Is there? I'm hoping that they'll come visit you, and I'm hoping they'll watch your shows, and I'm hoping they'll like it. It's really that simple.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can one of you guys type in chat, or I'll tell you why, because I want to make you up. But both of you guys put your name in chat, because I'm going to make you guys moderators. Okay? Yeah. Just an honorary thing that I like to do. Please do me a favor. Don't unban anybody ever. Okay?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Unless you're the one who banned them. You know. Anyway, and then the next thing I would like for both you guys to do is put your link in chat for me. Okay? I want to make sure that anybody who wants to go check you guys out knows exactly where to find you, okay? I'm old, I don't see that good, and I'm liable to type the damn thing in there wrong or screw something up. So if you put your own link in wrong, then there's no hard feelings, you know what I mean?
All right.
There's Big A, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And there's Magic, yeah. Well, Magic's slow. He's like me, you know? Damn, you're going to have a hard time when you're 66, buddy. We were talking about
say
Route
that
66
again
earlier, you know? And
yes,
he's
sir.
got a bunch of Route 66 signs in his room there, and I'm 66, so I thought that was kind of cute. Go Purple Birds, Yahoo! Ellen Earlobe, Yahoo! Boris the Russian, Yahoo! Hell yeah! You know, there's a real sweet lady that keeps coming in here and dropping bits. Her name is Heavenly Tinkers. Her and her husband are the most wonderful people in the world. The other day, I was visiting with them on Discord, like I am with you, and I got to meet the grandma, the great grandma, the baby, the couple, and their sibling. You know what I mean? I just thought it was not sibling, but their kid. You know what I mean? And a real nice young man. And I just thought it was funny and heck. Got to meet 5 generations all in 10 minutes, and they're all gorgeous and wonderful people, you know, and I was so proud
That's
to have
pretty
them
neat.
call me a friend, you know what I mean? Anyway, you were talking about Fortnite earlier. How long has Fortnite been out, do you know?
It's been out for what?
Over 2 years. It's
Yeah.
about 2.5 year mark now.
Wow.
It's in their 12th season. Well, technically, they're in chapter 2, season 2, but it's 12 seasons total. It's definitely. I've only been playing it since season 8. I know there's OG players out there that have been playing it since season 1 and stuff like that. But
Actually,
I
quick little backstory. Big A here used to make fun of me for playing Fortnite, and then I'm the one that got him to play the game, and now he plays it more than I do.
I'm hooked on it. So.
Well, a quick little backstory. I just had 3 girls send me a private message wanting to know if you guys are single.
I am not.
I am not.
I'm married.
Damn! Hey,
I'm not married, but I'm pretty sure my girlfriend is in the chat right now. So
guys, ladies, you heard that. These guys are not available. Not available. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, but Bot Boy, bam! Hell yeah! We got a dab for you. You're a good man. Hell
There it
yeah!
is.
Can we get a 3-person dab? Let me count it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dab! Hell yeah! Yahoo!
man, I haven't dabbed in about 3 years now.
Now, do you guys believe in aliens? Have you ever met an alien or seen an alien, or do you believe in them?
I've not ever met an alien. I can't say that I have.
No, I can't say that I've met an alien. If I have, then I don't remember it.
I hear you. Now, if I'd have asked my older brother that, he would say, hell yeah, I met thousands of them. I grew up in California.
Oh man, that was good.
Yeah. Anyway, so you guys don't believe in space aliens?
I'm actually very open-minded to life outside of Earth. I'm not going to say necessarily that I believe or don't believe in them. I'm just simply open-minded at this point. So,
Yeah.
100% believe that we're not the only ones out there.
I see. Okay. How about ghosts? Do either one of you guys ever seen a ghost or believe in ghosts?
I don't know. I don't know if I do or not. It's hard to say.
yeah, it would depend on your definition of a ghost, I believe.
Well, it would depend on yours, because I'm asking if you've ever
Right.
seen
I mean,
one.
I ultimately I believe in demons and angels. I don't really believe in ghosts necessarily, but
Good. Yeah. I feel the same way. Okay, I think when you die, you
Right.
go in a box. You wait till you're resurrected, and that's that. Okay,
Right.
without exception. And well, and when I say box, I don't care if you're cremated or if you're buried or I don't care if you're
Right.
drowned at sea and fishy. You know what I mean? But anyway, I don't think that your soul's out there running around wild.
Right.
Anyway, have any of you guys ever been to a NASCAR event? I would think with all them signs, you might have gone to a NASCAR event.
I have
I
been
have.
to I have been to Daytona.
Yeah.
That's the only one that I've been to.
You live in Texas, bro. How have you not been to the Texas Motor Speedway?
I'm more into it than my parents are. So
I've actually been to the Texas Motor Speedway several times. I've watched the trucks, I've watched Indy cars, I've watched NASCARs.
Yeah.
I'll say this: I'm more into driving the vehicle than watching the
I'm
vehicle.
watching it. Right.
My middle brother, he raced local circuit. Okay, not
Right.
anything big or anything like that, but he did drive stock cars. You know what I mean? And at one point he got pretty good at it. But it really just depends on your car. It's more the car than it is the driver, in my opinion. Okay.
Right.
Because I don't give a shit how good a driver you are. If you don't have the horsepower and the traction, then you're screwed.
Exactly.
Now, are you guys sports fans?
Baseball for me.
Basketball for me.
All right.
I'm not the biggest sports fan. I love playing sports.
Uh-huh.
I'm not one that really can sit down in front of a TV and watch, a sports event all the way to the end. I can go to a sports event and enjoy it, but ultimately speaking, I like to play sports or drive cars more than I like to watch other people do it.
Well, being that both you guys are from Texas, I can't believe that Houston finished ahead of Dallas. You know what I mean? I mean, Jesus Christ, So I'm an old Tony Romo fan. You know what I mean? I've been loving Tony Romo my whole life, or his whole life anyway.
Oh, the glass shoulder.
And I just love that guy, and I thought he was great. And I prayed and prayed and prayed that he would finally win a Super Bowl, and he never did. Now this year the Cowboys were 8-8. They suck so bad, even the damn Houston Texans were ahead of them.
Yeah. Yeah, the Cowboys are a sore subject in Texas nowadays.
well, believe me, I love them. I do. I don't care if they were 16-0. I really love them.
I'm a
and that's one thing I found about Dallas Cowboys. It's kind of more like America's team than Texas's team because you have tons of Cowboy fans all throughout the United States.
Yeah.
But I mean, here in Texas, I mean, you've got diehard Cowboy fans, and then you have people who just they don't really care. I mean, they could care less.
Yeah. Well, I've been an Oakland Raider fan my whole life, but Dallas is my second favorite. And I was an Oakland Raider fan when Tom Flores was their first quarterback ever, and I'm still an Oakland Raiders fan right now when Mr. Carr is their starting quarterback. So
There you go.
Yeah, I mean without a shadow of a doubt, Kenny the Snake Stabler. Oh yeah, hell yeah, Daryl LaMonica. Yeah, you guys don't even know who these guys are, but
Nope.
anyway, yeah. So I played high school football in a stadium called Daryl LaMonica Stadium, and Daryl LaMonica was the starting quarterback for the Oakland Raiders, and that was just outside of Fresno, California. About 180 miles away. They were the closest team to us. So here we're playing football in the stadium. He went to the same high school I did, and he's starting quarterback. And it was kind of neat, and we got to meet him several times. He'd come to the campus, and they'd walk him around.
Right.
Right.
Now I'll tell you what I'm hoping this year. I'm hoping that they get rid of Dak Prescott and sign Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Hey, sign Tom Brady to 3 years, and maybe they can win a couple of championships.
Right.
But with me, it's a pipe dream. That's for sure. So far, you guys' experience on Twitch, do you really think Twitch is a fantastic opportunity for people, or do you think it is lacking in a lot of things?
I think Twitch is a very big opportunity for people. I mean, you have like me and Andrew, we work 40 hours a week and then we game when we can. And, just the streaming community, like I say, I've only been streaming for less than a month now, and I've already been shown immense love in this community. So I think it's an amazing opportunity
Cool.
for for streamers.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Tony. Yeah, that's what I was just going to follow up with Magic. The people that I've met through gaming, like Bot Boy, you've talked to Chuck in chat and everything, and he built my computer, he built Magic's computer, and that's how I met him. And he's one of my best friends to this day, and he lives in Alabama, and we've never met. And just the love and support you get from a lot of these. Now, of course, you're going to have your trolls and your haters, and I mean that's just part of it.
Yeah.
But the community as a whole, I think, even on Twitch, it doesn't matter what platform, but Twitch, because that's what I stream on. For the most part, the support and the love that you get from most of the people, it's unreal, and it can be life changing. I mean, and
that's what we're trying to do with the whole Alias thing. We're trying to give some of that back to the small streamers, because like I say, myself, I've only been streaming for a little while now, and it's a grind. I mean, you got to just grind it out, get your followers up, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to show some love back to the community. We've just recently started our Streamer of the Month program. Like I say, we've already given away over $500 in the past couple of days to just small community streamers, whether it be through subs, donations. I mean, it means a lot, for a small streamer. Even for me, if somebody just comes in my chat and donates me $5, or they come in my chat and even just follow, I mean, it's when you follow my channel or Andrew's channel, you become part of the family. I mean, that's what it is. And like I say, I know you personally know most of these people in your chat, if not all of them. I mean, you follow up on everybody, and I mean, that's amazing to me. That is what we're trying to do with Alias. We're trying to build this community to where we're not, just a bunch of random nobodies just hanging around. We're tight. We know each other. We support each other, and that's what we're trying to accomplish here.
Well, Heavenly Tinker says, "Hey, Papa Tony, we broke Will last night, just in 3 hours tops. We made Will cry, and I cried with Will. And everyone, he made his 48 hours on his stream. He got right now he has 36 hours and 30 minutes and 10 seconds left. Will's doing a bit-a-thon. I think I told you guys he's doing a 48-hour stream right now.
Yes, sir.
Now, Will is my roommate, my nephew, my friend, my business partner, okay? And I just think the world of him, Him and I have been streaming together in the same house for 3 years, okay? And, anyway, last night he started his bit-a-thon at 8 o'clock. By 11 o'clock, they had already paid up 48 hours of bits.
Wow.
So he's going to be on for 48 hours no matter what. And no matter what, his bit-a-thon is a total 100% complete success. Because of the wonderful people in our community like Heavenly Tinkers and a lot of other people too, okay?
Right.
But I just thought it was fantastic that Twitch would jump out there and help a nice young man like that. He's 25 years old, you know what I mean, and trying to make it in the business. And they bitted him to death, man, I'm telling you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I just thought it was so cool that they could do that fast,
Right.
Right.
Because, most bit-a-thons drag out to the last minute, you know what I mean? But these guys jumped on there and just blasted him with bits and subs and donations until, no matter what, he had to stay on for the full 48 hours. And by the way, we're going to be hosting him when we leave here. So
there we go.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But I'd love for you guys to all meet and talk, and we have another streamer that's with us. His name is Eric, Lord Eric, okay? And he's a real good guy, and I think you guys would like to meet him too.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I wanted to say about Twitch was I think it's unbelievable that they provide a platform where somebody with no experience and no money can come and put on their own program, and they'll broadcast it all over the world for them and never charge them a penny.
Right.
I mean, they've never charged either one of you guys or me one single penny. And they broadcast our platform all over the world for free. That's unbelievable to me,
Right.
Go down to the newspaper and say, hey, I want to put together this platform, and I want you guys to broadcast it for me and see what they charge you, okay? One time I lost my dog, and it cost me $80 to put an ad in there, you know what I mean? And so these guys are going to blast it all over the world, and they're never going to charge you a penny.
Most people don't even read the newspaper anymore.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if half the newspapers don't exist. Heavenly Tinker says R.S. Kells did 48,000 bits. R.S. Demonized did 35,000 bits. And Heavenly Tinkers did 12,785 bits. Those are the
Wow.
top 3 contributors, you know. And then there are some people who only donated cash, you know. So I thought that was Sonny D is one of the guys I think he donated like almost $300 in cash, hard cold cash, just
Wow.
you know, through the donate button. Anyway, and that happened in 3 hours. So now he's sitting there streaming away for 48, and I'm sure he's doing a good job. I'm sure he's killing a lot of bosses. And anyway, Heavenly Tinkers wanted me to read that, so I made sure I did.
Me and Big A, we just did a 24-hour stream about 2 weeks ago, and we barely made it through that. So I can't imagine 48 hours.
48 hours.
I was struggling about 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. We started streaming 6 p.m. on Saturday, and we streamed all the way to 6 p.m. on Sunday.
And that's the thing with the 24-hour streams. You know, you see a lot of them do it, and you know they'll take a break from gaming and watch videos and stuff like that. Me and Magic literally we played 2 games for 24
hours.
Wow.
We didn't take any bathroom breaks and let my dog out and stuff like that. But aside,
The longest break I think we took was 5 minutes.
yeah, that was
I'm completely honest. I think that was the longest break that we took was like 5 minutes.
You know, there's
We
one
played-
other guy. He don't even took forth. His name's Evil Spud. He donated 8,310 bits. So
Wow.
I think a guy who donates 8,000 bits, you shouldn't drop him off the list. You know what I mean?
no
Right.
that's
Evil
incredible.
Spud,
Cool.
you're a good man. Hell yeah.
For
Now,
sure.
so how tired were you guys after 24 hours?
Oh my gosh. I was fine. And then, to be honest with you, I went and took a shower. And right when I got out of the shower, I was sitting there drying off with a towel, and I was literally about to pass out just standing up. And I was like, nope, I got to go to bed. I hit the pillow. All I can remember is turning on a movie on my TV. I can remember about 30 seconds of the movie, and then the next thing I know, my alarm went off for work next morning.
Yeah. I started streaming December 8th, 2016, or 2015, I'm sorry. And 30 days later, I got accepted as a Twitch partner. I had 34,000 views, and I had 7,800 follows.
Wow.
So that was my first 30 days. And, you know, it was strictly clickbait. You know what I mean? People see an old man there, and you know what I mean? And so they click on it when they see you in the category. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then they listened to my bullshit, and some of them liked it, so they kept coming back, you know? So I thought that was a cute story. So you guys might not want to tell everybody about how single you are. I mean, you know, so you may be able to get some clickbait, you know?
I'm gonna start putting in
honey,
my.
it's professional, you know? And I'm just trying to, you know, do this for our career, honey. You know what I mean?
I'm doing this for our date night.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want the donation so we can go to a steakhouse or what?
Yeah.
No.
So do you guys have pets, or do you like pets, or?
Yeah, I have a dog. She's right here asleep.
I currently have one. I had 3 and I lost 2 of mine last year.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So, no.
I'm sure you liked them. That's why I'm sorry to hear it. Okay. Oh, you don't.
Yep,
look like,
I lost-
You don't
I
seem
lost
like you're, Michael Vick to me. So.
I lost my 15-year-old dog about August of last year, and then I lost my 10-year-old dog December. So
Man.
So is it
Yep.
true? Is a audience? I ask you, is it true dogs look like their owners?
I think the dog's prettier than her owner right there.
Oh man. No.
Come on, man. Big A's a handsome stud. You know he is. Okay? Hell yeah. Hey, if you were going to go to Huntington Beach, okay, you'd want him with you. You know what I mean? I can just see all the girls saying, "Which way to the beach? Which way to the beach?" And Big A said, "It's over there."
That away.
Speaking of beaches, have you guys ever been to a beach?
Yes, sir. I have. I've been to the coast in Texas.
I've been to Corpus Christi Beach. That's why I ask. Okay.
Yeah, I've been to Corpus. I've been to all up and down the coast. You know, all the southern states coast.
Yeah,
I've been to Mexico. think that's really.
Isn't
It's
it
all
crazy
golf.
in Corpus Christi? You can walk like a mile out in the ocean, and you're still waist deep in water.
Mm-hmm.
And the beach is a mile away, and you're out in the ocean a mile. You know what I mean? And that's how deep it is there. That's bizarre to me. And the
It's been
water's
a
warm, and you know.
Yep.
it's been a good
Cool.
5 years since I've been on a beach. But
yeah.
I used to take. I used to
It's been a
when I was younger. My parents and I we would always take cruises. And we would always go to the beach every time we go on a cruise. So
Now, when you guys stream, Big A, do you get people who ask you weird ass questions all the time? Now, probably just to be obnoxious, but they are weird questions. Okay.
Yeah, I think the weirdest question I've ever been asked is, "Can I show them my toes?"
Yeah, I get a lot of toe stuff too. People
Yeah.
tell me they're toe lickers and they love toes, and you know.
That's probably the weirdest one I've had.
Now, Magic, do you get that?
I have yet to get any really weird ones. I've gotten a few odd questions, but no ultimate weird ones. No toe stuff yet.
Well,
So- No toe stuff yet.
Well, let me warn you. Okay, I'm gonna
Knock on wood.
I'm just going to warn you. This is coming. Okay.
It's coming.
I've had 500 people come to me and say, "I eat ass. Do you eat ass?" Okay. I'm going, oh my God. I hope you don't kiss your girlfriend, okay? Damn.
Oh man.
Hey, but I guarantee you're going to hear that one. They're not just asking me. They're asking every streamer on the channel. I mean, on Twitch.
Right.
You know? So
Right.
I go, when the first time that happened to me, I went, am I reading this wrong? Did this person misspell this, you know?
Oh man.
So,
Hmm.
so when you guys are streaming, do you engage your audience as much as you possibly can and have conversations with them and try and remember
Absolutely.
them? And
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure. That to me, I think that's part of keeping your audience and knowing your audience. If you don't engage, you're not going to get followers. I mean,
yeah.
you have to engage with your chat because they're there for a reason. They're there to watch you one and to talk to you and get to know you second.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you guys a big chance here, okay? Each one of you name off the 3 people who've been the most important to you in your Twitch career, in your streaming career. 3 people each. Not the same people now. Come on.
Mine's probably going to be our friend Boris the Russian here. Definitely my girlfriend. She pops in every once in a while. And probably it's going to be a little person called Hey Q that always stops by every time I stream. He's there every single time I open up my stream. He'll at least stop by even if he's at work or whatever.
I would have to say probably going to be our friend Charles. He's always there to support me. Bot Boy. And then I've got my regulars, Dylan. He's always there, and I've gotten some new regulars. His name's Neo Nade. He's always in the past 2 weeks. He's been in almost every single stream.
Yeah.
They're always there. They message me like if because I have 2 kids. Both of them are 8. And, sometimes stuff comes up with family and, I'll get on later than normal. And, I have a few of them messaging me saying, hey, is everything okay? Or, are you going to stream tonight? Is that, are you okay? And it's nice to have that from, some of your followers that actually genuinely care.
Yeah. Well, this Boris the Russian guy, he says he eats booty like groceries.
That's Johnny.
I know. That's Johnny Stamos, right? Johnny Stamos.
Oh, gosh.
Right?
Johnny, why did I just associate you with my stream?
We love you, man. Hell yeah.
Oh, good.
Pitter patter.
Pitter patter.
Hell yeah. And Bot Boy, pigeon racing. Hell yeah. Pigeon racing. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yahoo.
Funny story behind that is the reason he's saying that is because when I was a kid, I used to actually race. I used to raise and race homing pigeons.
Huh?
And I told Magic and Botboy that in confidence, and now they blow it up all the time on my stream, and I have to explain it to new people
I
that
think
I
it would be
used to
fun.
raise homing pigeons. Oh no, it's fun.
Yeah.
I did it when I was like 9 to like 13. And
Yeah, I mean, you raise
Pigeon
them,
racing Big A will never die.
and you know, hey, these people end up putting their pigeons in a cage. They get at the starting line. They drive like 200 miles. They release the pigeons, and the first pigeons to get back with the messages win. You know,
right.
I think it's cool as hell. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta build a big old stud. Get him out there with his wings pumping the iron. You know what I mean? Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Now you got a
it
big
was,
old pigeon walking around going.
It was fun. I mean, it kept me out of trouble as a kid.
Yeah.
So
Well, if the pigeons get big enough, they'll keep the cats out of your yard too. You know what I mean? Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
Now,
Yeah.
did you guys ever go to like a Spurs game or or a Houston basketball or baseball game? I mean, hell, Houston just won the World Series, so I mean,
right.
I'm sorry they lost. Oh, I'm sorry they lost.
They did lose. I'm a Rangers fan, Texas Rangers fan, die hard. I've got the T tattooed on my back shoulder because I've been to numerous of Rangers games. Never been to a football game, a Cowboys game.
Yeah.
I've been to a Dallas Stars game because my second favorite sport. I don't watch it like I should because my wife can't stand it. But is the Stars, the Dallas Stars. I love watching hockey.
Well, that means you're a good husband. You know what I mean?
He just loves watching people get rammed into a wall
Yeah.
and hit upside the head with a hockey stick.
Because I always wanted to play hockey. I was never in good enough shape to do it.
Yeah.
But I always wanted to play it.
Well, Ryan Newman might tell you that NASCAR's about ramming people into the wall too. You know.
That's true.
Me myself, I've been to a Houston Astros game when the Rangers were playing because, like I say, when I was growing up, we were also diehard Rangers fans.
Yeah.
I've never been to a Cowboys game or a Houston Texans game, but I've been to some college games. I went to I used to be a Texas Longhorns fan when I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Had the full Texas Longhorns jersey and everything. So
wow.
My parents made sure to take me to one of those when I was younger. But it's like I say, it's been probably at least 2 or 3 years since I've even been to a Rangers game. So
yeah, sadly.
Now, does anybody in the audience have any questions you guys want to ask these two guys? Come on, audience participation. Any questions you have that you want to ask these guys?
And I have been to the Astros game when I was a kid, back when they were actually still playing in the Astrodome.
Yeah.
So that was back in the 90s, late 90s, mid 90s.
You guys have a website, and what does it consist of?
Yeah, we have a website. It is
aliasesports.com.
We have all of our stuff from all of our people that are on our team so far. It gives our bios and everything about it. Mm-hmm. We have our streamer of the month that we've dropped, and Magic. What else is there on?
We like I say, we have the streamer of the month, and we have bios of all of our team members so far. We have a little information about ourselves. Also, our Bot Boys PCs is also linked to that website as well. So if anybody is looking for a custom built PC, they have an easy link to go to. So far, I believe that's about everything that we have on there at the moment. I know we're planning on making some montages and stuff. I think that we're going to link to that as well.
We have all social platforms, Facebook,
and
Twitter.
And also, if you go to that website, every time that one of us is live, it will show it on that website, and you have an option to click that as well to bring us right over to one of our streams.
Yeah. Now, when I first started streaming, I had no idea what Twitch was. I'd never seen Twitch, not even one time. I'd never seen a Twitch streamer, not even one time. My nephew had told me about it and talked me into doing it. So we built a computer and turned it on to see if it would work, and my Twitch career started, okay?
Right.
So before you guys started actually your first stream, did you watch any other streamers, and if so, who?
Yeah, I've my favorite, personal favorite. Everybody says I kind of look like him, but I've always loved Tim the Tap Man.
I said he looked like him.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah.
That was me.
I love just Tim's vibes that he gets. You know, he's also a father, and what he does for some of the kids. You know, like back before Fortnite had their skill based matchmaking. Some of the bigger streamers, what they would do for content was play random duos, and they would get in with some random person, you know, that had never gotten a win in Fortnite before, and some of the stuff that he would do for them. One of the kids that he played with, his name was Brady LOL, and he's actually a pretty successful Twitch streamer now. But one of his things he did for him was that if they won the game, that he was going to get NZXT, which is, you know, computer parts manufacturer and everything, to donate this kid a computer. Like, I mean,
wow.
And they won, and they actually, I mean, Tim the Tap Man, you know, paid for it or whatever he did, and helped this kid basically start his career. And as a father, you know, seeing that what he does, and that's one of my main reasons why to this day I will always love Tim the Tap Man. He's awesome.
You know what? Right after Keemstar spread a bunch of lies about me, Tim the Tap Man raided me. Right after that, you know, a couple of days later, yeah. And I had like, I don't know, 20,000 people in my chat, and they're going crazy, you know what I mean? And he told them the story, I guess, or this or that, and they were yahooing, and they were, you know what I'm saying, right? And I never forgot that about him, you know, and I never had a chance to actually speak with him directly. But, yeah, it was kind of neat to have him raid me. Now, so at that time I had been streaming for less than 40 days, okay?
Oh, wow.
I never heard of Tim the Tap Man in my whole life, okay? and I thought this was Tim the Tool Man, okay? And I kept calling him Tim the Tool Man because I don't know, okay? The only person I ever heard like that was Tim the Tool Man, you know? Yeah. So anyway, that tells you how that one went. You know what I mean? They got a lot of laughs out of that, I'm sure, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And, but, you know, since then I looked him up and stuff, and he's a really, really nice guy, and he's friendly, and, you know, I'm honored to have been rated by him, you know what I mean? And, and especially he rated me because, you know, he thought I got a raw deal and he was trying to help me, so.
And like I say, my personal favorite is Tim the Tap Man, but I also, if I'm watching any major streamers, you know, mostly I focus on watching some smaller ones, but it's always Tim the Tap Man or Dr. Lupo.
Lupo's good.
I very much appreciate everything Dr. Lupo has done for the community.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things I remember watching, I watched it live actually. He raised I think it was over $1 million for St. Jude's.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Hospital.
Wow.
Which was insane. So
yeah.
Twitch, I think, partnered with him on that.
I actually think he did it again this year too, because he
I think he did.
Every year. Yeah, he does it every year.
My favorite streamer is a guy named Bodie. He only streams old school RuneScape, and he's my favorite streamer. So I really like him a lot. I do. There's a small streamer I really like. His name is Top Doghouse. Okay, Top Doghouse. Yeah, and he just went into this weekend. He went in and had surgery, or a couple of days ago he went in and had surgery. I think Monday he went and had surgery, and he's a 10-year veteran. And he had some shrapnel removed from him from like 10 years ago when he was in Iraq. Yeah, Iraq.
Wow.
And so he's in the Veterans Hospital right now healing, you know, and he won't get out till Monday. So,
wow.
You know, big shout out to my buddy, Top Doghouse. Glad you came through the surgery okay and you're all right. And pray to God that you get back to normal and that everything's okay, you know.
For sure.
All right, well, I got your chat open here. I'm looking. I got to respond to this one. Go Purple Bird said, "Do they like Whataburger?"
Oh, yeah.
You can't even get me started on Whataburger. Okay. Before I was working as, you know, I work in the internet business now, but I'm actually got a company job now. Before that, I was actually working in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and I was traveling back and forth. I would go down there for 2 or 3 weeks, and then I would come home for a week. Every time that I would go down there for 2 or 3 weeks, you know, they don't have a Whataburger in Hattiesburg. And me personally, I don't eat Whataburger every single day, but not being able to have it for 3 weeks solid, the first thing I would do when I crossed the Texas border line, the Texas-Louisiana border line, is I would stop at the first Whataburger I saw on the way home.
Cool.
So
now let me ask you guys: did Whataburger used to be Der Wiener Schnitzel?
No,
No.
It's always been Whataburger since the 50s.
50s, I think.
Correct.
I think it's
Have you noticed
50s.
that a lot of their stores are in Der Wiener Schnitzel locations?
Yeah, they're in the old ones. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Um,
So
yeah.
I thought maybe they bought them out and took over their property, or you know what I mean?
No, Wiener. I want to say I swore I've seen a Wiener Schnitzel still in existence here around.
Oh, okay.
I believe there's one in Dallas area somewhere.
Yeah.
But I used to see all of these Whataburgers, and they were all in old Der Wiener Schnitzel buildings. You know what I mean? Same color, same design. You know, you can tell. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you noticed that, right? Big A.
Yes, sir. I have.
I thought that was kind of trip. So Whataburger is your guys' favorite place to eat?
Well, I wouldn't say my
That's
favorite, but
not my
fast
favorite
food,
place.
Yeah,
Fast food
burger-wise,
wise, yes.
Yeah, for sure. The sweet and spicy's for life.
Cool. I think that's cool as hell.
There's another one from Go Purple Birds. How did we come up with the name Alias? Magic.
Well, to be honest with you, originally that was not actually the original plan for the name. We were actually planning on going with another name, and then found out that it was copyrighted, and so we kind of had to come up with something. And me personally, I go by Magic. You can ask Botboy PCs. Botboy PCs knows me personally. I've never met him in real life, but like I say, me and Big A here, and Botboy, we're all best of friends. I could call Botboy in Alabama right now, and he'd be here in 8 hours as quick as he possibly could.
Exactly.
So, but he calls me Magic. Even when we're on phone calls, he calls me Magic. And
we all know each other's names.
We know each other's names. We know each other's birthdays, everything. But Alias itself, it stands for another name. And so, me personally, Magic has been my nickname since I was a little kid. And you got Big A over here that he's been called Big A through all high school. I mean, that's kind of what we came up with as Alias. That's we go by another name when it comes to gaming, and so that's what we go by.
Now, do you guys mind if I ask you, kind of a hard question on political correctness?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. I got it on good authority today that a game that I'm very, 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 very familiar with, okay? Possibly my favorite game I've ever played, okay?
Okay.
That they're going to create a new character in the game. Kind of like, I remember when World of Warcraft created Death Knights, okay? And and I hated Death Knights, you know what I mean? Because a Death Knight, he started off at like level 70, and all he had to do was get to 85 and he was maxed out, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or everybody else started at level 0 and had to work their ass to get there, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I hated that part of it. Anyway, in the game that I'm talking about, I'm not going to say the name of the game, okay? But it's a game I'm very near and dear to. They're going to create a new character. Instead of having boy characters and girl characters, all human beings, they're going to create a new character, and it's going to be LGBT or whatever that is, okay?
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so now instead of going to that game and being able to either be a character or a girl character, you have a third option, okay?
Okay.
Now, I'm just curious, what do you guys think about that in the gaming community?
Well, personally speaking, I've never had any problems with anybody as far as political views or anything like that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Personally speaking, it's your right to have whatever opinion you want to.
Yeah.
I have no right to tell you that you are completely flat out wrong. I can tell you what my opinion is, but it's ultimately not my job to tell you, hey, my opinion's better than yours. My opinion is the one that's right. We're all born with free will. We're born free to think what we want to think. And if you want to think something differently than me, then by God, go ahead. I mean, it doesn't bother me none. Now, that being said, I have certain things that I will not support, but not supporting and hating or disliking something are two completely different things.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
So,
and-
you know, for instance, I have cousins who are part of that community. And I mean, ultimately, I love them to death. They're still my family. Ultimately speaking, I don't necessarily agree with what they're doing, whether it be, you know, drug related or LGBTQ or anything along those lines. I don't necessarily have a problem with it to the point where I don't want to hang out with them anymore. I don't want to support them and love them. I just simply don't agree with what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's their opinion, not mine. They may go and do as they please, and I'm not going to sit here and rag on them about it.
Yeah, I understand. I always say I could care less what you do. You know,
Exactly.
Right.
as long as you're not hurting nobody else, why would I give a shit? You know.
Exactly. You do you.
Yeah. So, Big A, do you think that the gaming industry should be moving into that direction?
Well, I mean, with the way the world is now, yeah. I mean, they're just game. Let's put it into perspective of gaming creators want to make money, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So they're trying to attract anybody and everybody they can for games. So in that sense, yeah, why not? I mean, like Magic said, I obviously, you know, I'm married to my wife, so I'm not part of that community. I have no problem with it. I mean, like I said just a few seconds ago, you do you, and you don't bother me.
Yeah, I understand.
So.
Look, I'm not
Right.
taking a side. I'm just.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
for
no.
sure, for
Hey,
sure.
But like
I'm
I say,
just asking a question. I don't care if you want to take a sheep home and have sex with it. It's none of my business, as long as that sheep don't scream all night long and keep me awake. You know,
Right.
as your
And I
neighbor, you know?
and I have a
But-
lovely girlfriend, and you know, I'm part of that community. You know, but I've had one of my good friends growing up that decided to be part of that community. And I told him, I was like, dude, you know, I don't really care. I mean, it doesn't bother me any. I mean, ultimately speaking, I like girls. As long as you don't hit on me, we're good. You know, like
Yeah,
I don't need to know your personal business,
right.
you know?
Even if you're fantasizing about me, don't tell me, okay?
Yeah, don't tell me. I don't
Yeah.
want to know.
Hey, and you know, I know a lot of girls that feel that way about me, okay? Yeah. Hey, as long as you don't hit on me, I don't care, yeah.
But yeah, but as far as like, you know, as a gaming a gaming dev or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, I see it, you know, I see their point in it, and I mean it makes sense. So
Because it
And
is
that's
a new
what- and
twist,
that's-
right? As far as I know, no game does it, okay? As far
Right.
as I know.
Right.
Certainly no
Right.
major game, you know? So I was just
Mhm.
curious what you guys thought about it, you know?
And that's what's cool about the whole streaming community. Like I say, you have everybody under the sun all coming together as under one community. And you know, like me and Andrew, we're here. We're just your average Joes. We're your average guys. We go to work every single day, come home, we get on the game, hang out with each other.
Hell yeah.
You know, we all have our different quirks, we all have our different opinions, but here at Twitch, we're all able to come together as one and just have a good time.
Right.
So
Cool. So I found out for sure, though, that's going to be happening in the very near future with my favorite game. So
oh wow.
anyway,
Um,
I didn't. I hope I didn't. You guys don't feel like, gee, he put me on the spot on some real crazy thing, or. But
No.
I was just curious, you know, hey, because I
Right.
look at it just like they created Death Knights, and then they came out with a new game, a new character after that. And now that guy only had to go from 90 to 95 to get maxed. You know what I mean? And
right.
I went, damn. Why are
Right.
they changing these things when it's so good already? You know?
Yep.
Right.
I agree. We also, along with our, you know, going back to our website, there's also we have our own merch line as well to help, you know, that the proceeds of that merch go to help do what we can do for these smaller streamers.
Mhm.
You know, so anything and everything we do on our own merchandise, we put back. Now our streamers in general, they have their own store
Right.
that they have their own line of merch.
Right.
But as far as the organization line, that all goes being most of that 99.9% of it gets put back into helping smaller.
Well, I mean, let me just break it down basically, okay? What Alias does is when a young person who's struggling and trying to make it comes to you and says, "Can you help me with this?" You guys create a website for them. You create merchandise for them, and it's all on their website, okay? And so that if they have followers or friends or whatever that want to buy their merchandise, okay, then they buy it through that website, and you hook them up with the manufacturer, you hook them up with the guy who produces the shirts, you hook them up with the website. Everything is free, and then when they sell something, they end up getting their share of the proceeds.
Right.
Correct.
So that way they can have their own merchandise line, and it never costs them a penny, okay? So
Right.
Exactly.
So it's free income to them, you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
and
And like I say, the only thing we ask in return is you abide by the code of conduct that you have to sign when you decide you want your merch store.
Right.
Because like I say, we can't have certain things, being said or anything like that on stream. So
But basically,
that's
I
the only
broke it
thing we
down
ask for in
pretty
return.
easy, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, if you're a young streamer out there, make sure you get in touch with these guys because they're going to provide a brand new form of revenue for you to support your stream and support you while you're struggling to make it. And the only thing you got to do is just be you, and you're going to get free money off your own website by selling merchandise, And I just think that's cool as hell, I congratulate you guys on that. Then what they do is their share of the profits, they're using their share of the profits, or at least a portion of it, to help other streamers, to get rolling and to get moving, and maybe help somebody get a monitor, maybe help somebody get a computer. Could be many things, you know what I mean? And
Right.
And I just think that that's so noble of you guys that you're out there trying to help a lot of really, really nice people,
Yes, sir.
And who is the third guy who's involved with you guys?
It's Bot Boy PCs.
Bot Boy PCs. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yahoo.
He's in chat over
Bot Boy. Now, is he a streamer too?
there.
He is not.
Does a little bit. He dabbles in it, but his internet doesn't really support it 100%. So.
I was going to show his Twitch site and all that, and show some of his clips or whatever. But anyway, there's Bot Boy PC right there on the screen, man. You guys get in touch with him if you're looking for a computer.
Yep.
Now, he's trying to put a link in there. If you guys had put a link in there for him, you guys know his link, right? I'd appreciate it, okay? Bot
Okay.
Boy, you the man. Hell yeah. I want
let
to
you
talk
do
to you
that.
about a
Yeah, you're
custom
faster than me.
computer, man. Hell yeah.
Go ahead, Tony.
Well, I just wanted to fix me up with, a great computer that's so fast that people are seeing it before I do it.
There you
Hell
go.
yeah.
He can do it for sure.
I hear you.
And yeah, like Boris was saying too, one of the cool things about Charles with Bot Boy is that he also does payment plans as well. For people that are having, that don't have, $800 right then.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's one of the coolest things about him. So
Now, this guy right here, you see his name right here, Lucowsk.
mm-hmm.
Now it's Lukowski. Lukowski. Can we all three give Lukowski a dab at the
For
same
sure.
time?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Dab! Lukowski! Yahoo!
Let's go,
Lukowski!
dude.
Yahoo! Hell yeah!
Oh man. What did Go Purple say up there? She said, "How do y'all feel about the future of esports? And now that it's becoming more mainstream with games like Fortnite being more popular than ever and streaming at levels we."
So how do you feel?
The future of esports for me, I mean, just alone here in the little rural town of East Texas that I live, one of the towns close to me is called New Diana. They their high school has actually started an esports team.
And this is a little high school too.
We're talking
tiny.
maybe senior class, maybe 200 people, if that.
Yeah.
So they're starting an esports organization through high school. So esports itself, it's 2020. Everything's being, done digitally, computer. Games are games. Kids game, everybody game nowadays. And if they tell you they don't, do you ask them, hey, you play a game on your phone, right? Yeah, well, then you're gaming.
Hey, look at you guys. There are people from Brazil watching you right now.
Oh, wow. What's
Oh, wow.
up?
Yeah. Hey, and Hot Boxer, everything's going good, man. Thank you for being a supporter. Cool Cats, thank you for the follow, man. Just love all you guys. You guys are so good about supporting Tony's talk show, and you guys have been really, really nice to my two guests. And I want to introduce them again. Big A is on the left, and Magic is on the right. Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Hey, and we have Mr. DJ Silva in the chat from Australia. Hell yeah!
Hey, let's go, dude.
Yeah. So for as far as back to the question, esports for me, people I know a lot of people who don't really agree with esports, including my family. They're not necessarily that they're not supportive, but they're just not really understanding about what's so big and great about it.
Mhm.
However, I've got people telling me, "Oh, esports will never be as big as NFL or MLB or anything like that," and I'm like, I want to say otherwise. I think give it a couple of years. I think esports will be the new sport as far as that's concerned. Because, like I say, gaming is something that almost anybody can do. I mean, anybody has the opportunity to do it. Now, there are more talented gamers and there are less talented gamers. But as far as the community wise goes, anybody can be a part of it. I mean, you got your top NFL athletes out here that, they train all their life just to get big and bulky and go out there and play sports. And I'm happy for them. But as far as gaming is concerned, I'm not the biggest, bulkiest guy. I don't got the biggest muscles in the game, but I can sit here and grind it out on a keyboard and do just fine. So as far as that's concerned, I think esports is going to be the next biggest thing when it comes to any sport.
That camera glitch was my fault. I'm sorry, guys.
You're
Took me a
fine.
second there to get it straightened out. I apologize.
But even some of the biggest people, like some of the owners of professional sport teams, are investing in esports organizations and teams themselves
Yeah.
because
hell
they
yeah.
see where it's going for the future. And I mean, as far as I don't ever see myself being like a competitive esports player.
Yeah.
I mean, I love gaming. I'm not great at it by any means, shape, or form, but I enjoy what I do and I love every minute of it. My wife, it's taken her a minute to get there, but she is starting to slowly see everything unravel and see what the community is becoming and stuff like that. So she's slowly, accepting the long hours I put into this, and I still make time for family and stuff like that. So I mean, she's slowly starting to come about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's an amazing thing. To reiterate on the community, I mean, they're amazing. You meet some amazing people through this platform, and it's awesome.
Now, can you guys do me a big favor? Can you
What's
put
that?
in chat? Can you put like an email or not an email, but like a website or something for Elias? Elias?
Alias.
Alias. I apologize. All right,
No,
there
you're
you
fine.
go. Aliassports.com. There you go. All right. I just want to make sure if somebody wants to get in touch with you about a website, they know exactly how to do it. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And if you guys can put in Discord that same website and both yours, okay? That way I can make sure when I post this on YouTube that it has the right email. I mean, .coms for you, all three.
Yes, sir.
If I cut and paste it and it's wrong, it's your fault. Alias will rise for Mother Russia. Yeah.
That's just Johnny's persona. He's not really Russian.
I figured he was a Democrat, blaming something on the Russians.
Oh.
I'm not. I swear I don't vote. You know what I mean? And I'm not a Trumper, and I'm not a never Trumper. You know what I mean? I'm a never care one way or another because I got my own problems.
Right.
I hope that makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Laughing
yeah,
like
I
I
mean-
don't deal with politics either. Right on. Yeah. Well, you know how it is right now. You watch any news channel, and I swear to God, before the channel's over, they blame something on Russia. You know what I mean? So the price of gas, You know, the price of milk. I mean, you know, who knows? Okay.
Right.
You know, they say it's Russia's fault. Bernie Sanders is going to become elected to president. You know what I mean? That's the newest one. You know, and I'm going, damn. You'd think them Russians would have a hard time over there in that cold weather just making a living. You know.
Yep.
So what do you smoke, Big A?
I vape. It's an e-cigarette. I quit smoking cigarettes 4 years ago, and I picked up vaping, and it's a lot. It's for me. It's made me feel better from smoking cigarettes, and I need to quit it altogether, but my brain tells me I still need nicotine. So
Yeah.
it's still a bad habit. Don't do it if there's anybody, you know, under smoking age.
I've been smoking my whole life practically, but I was later in life when I started, probably like 20, where a lot of people start at 16, 17, 18, 19, you know. But if you think about it, man, that's 46 years I've been smoking.
I was 15 when I started smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
I was before I quit, I was a pack and a half a day smoker.
Yeah.
It's not a good habit.
They swear that cigarettes will kill you, you know what I mean? And I disagree with them because my great-grandmother died at 97 and smoked her whole life. So,
Right.
you know, so she smoked like, 82 years or some crap, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
There she is.
Never got sick. Courtney,
Hello.
how are you? Yahoo!
That's my girlfriend.
Yahoo, Courtney.
Hello, love.
Right on.
That's my girlfriend.
Well, I mean, welcome to our channel. Yeah, Tony's Talk Show. I'm here with Big A and Magic. Hell yeah. Now, Courtney, I want to make sure I give you this report, okay? When I asked them if they were single, they both said, no way. I am hooked in here. You know what I mean? And not budging an inch. And I have no desire to have females watch me on the show, donate money, or even, email me. Yeah. I thought, well, there went their ratings, you know.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. Is there anything that you guys want to ask each other, or ask me, or ask the audience?
Magic.
You always put me on the spot.
Well, I'll ask you, what kind of music do you like?
Um,
Or what kind of music do you play on your stream?
On my stream is usually just whatever's, mainstream right now, whatever is in the top charts, really.
So you play rap
personally-
all the time, huh?
No, I'm very picky when it comes to rap. I do like rap, but I'm very picky when it comes to it.
Yeah.
I like some country music, mostly old country. I don't listen to really any of the new stuff because it doesn't really just sound like country music to me. Sorry for anybody in the chat that thinks that, but I like old fashioned rock and roll. I'm not a fan of like screamo or anything like that. Probably. I love old music in general. I've got like 3 Frank Sinatra albums that I occasionally listen to. Bee Gees. One of my favorite all-time songs is "Baby Come Back." Like I say, I'm old-fashioned when it comes to music. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm ultimately open to pretty much any music. I have some rap that I will not tolerate, and I have some rock music that I will not tolerate. But pretty much anything else in any of those genres, pretty much easy going with. So
I don't listen to country because with country, it seems like every song is about the guy's dog, the guy's girlfriend dumping him, or about he got drunk in the bar and got in a fight. You know what I mean? So
That's about right.
And and I don't listen to any rap that talks about hoes and bitches or using drugs or
don't listen to Boats and Hoes.
No, or people who use the N word in their songs. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but anything else in the whole world, I'm game to. I'm even getting to where I really like this. What's this new music where it's no, they don't sing, they just play. Damn, They're letters. What's the name of the? It's a letter brand of music.
Never heard of it.
Huh.
Hmm.
So
Go Purple said,
EDM.
What are y'all-
EDM. Yeah.
"Oh yeah.
Electric, whatever.
Yeah.
Electric dance, something."
I don't know. I really like that EDM. I really do.
Dubstep.
Yeah.
Go Purple said, "What are y'all's go-to pizza toppings? And can we most importantly, do we all agree that pineapples do go on pizza? No,
Pineapples do not go on pizza.
Huh. So, Big A, what
Now-
music do you
now-
like? Oh,
What
I'm
music
sorry.
do I
I'm
like?
sorry.
Hey, go ahead, Magic.
Go ahead. No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Music, I was born in '89, so I grew up in the the late '90s. So alternative rock has always been a thing of mine. And I was in high school in the early 2000s. So favorite band, people might not agree with it, but alternative rock, Breaking Benjamin, a lot of their songs hit hard, hit home to me.
Uh-huh.
They flirt both sides of just alternative rock, and then some of their music can be considered what Magic calls it screamo. But I have been to several actual like heavy metal concerts. There's a few that I like. Five Finger Death Punch is a heavy rock band. Disturbed, Slipknot. Those are some of the ones that I can still get down on some of their music, but I don't listen to them as much anymore. Country is always, I'm from Texas, and I love country. I'm not so much into the older country. I don't like the stuff today, but I'm, mid, 90s and early 2000s.
Well, that's what I meant when I said older
Yeah.
country. For me, I'm like not even 20 years old yet, so that is my older country.
my wife likes the old stuff, 70s and 80s and stuff like that.
I got to
I will
compliment
say
you. Both you guys I look at your rooms, and you guys both have real nice rooms. They look like you live in a nice area, nice houses, and like you got some do-re-mi,
Yes, sir.
Well, we got these little country homes out here. We like to take care of them. So
Cool.
I live on about almost 2 acres in my little tiny 3-bedroom house. So me and my wife and 2 kids.
my girlfriend's in the chat right now talking about how it's mature if you like pineapple on pizza, and you're a baby if you don't like it.
Huh.
No, I'm not a baby. That means I'm American. Okay.
You know what?
Okay, okay.
You said it American. I tell you what I really do like. I like pineapple and Canadian bacon on a pizza.
Oh man.
And it's the only thing I like the pineapples with. When it's mixed with Canadian bacon on the pizza. I really do like it a lot.
Pepperoni and Italian sausage all day right there. That's it.
I live just outside of Kansas City, Missouri. I do not eat any of the barbecue places, period. But I love barbecued pizza, man. I really do. God, it's so
Now,
good.
I've got 3 favorite pizzas, okay?
Yep.
I've got just a plain hamburger pepperoni pizza. I've got chicken bacon ranch, which is one of my all-time favorites.
That's legit from Domino's.
Yes. And then I've got chicken Alfredo pizza. Those are my 3 top favorites right there.
Well, my favorite brand is Pizza Hut.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
You know why?
why is that?
Because every time we call Domino's, they say, "No, you guys live in the hood. We're not delivering there."
My little town of 6,000 just got a Domino's built about 6 months ago, and it's gonna put the Pizza Hut here out of business because Pizza Hut here only delivers to right in town,
Yeah.
And then I live technically 2 miles outside of city limits, and they won't deliver to us, but Domino's will.
Yeah.
So everybody out here around the outskirts of city limits are getting Domino's, and they're getting so many more customers from them.
Boris, you are no longer my friend. I'm disowning you.
I swear this is a true story. The manager at the Pizza Hut that's closest to us lives exactly across the street from us. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes it'll be late at night, and we'll call up, like 11, okay, and say, "Hey, we want to get a pizza delivered," because you lose track of time sometimes when you're streaming and you're laughing and joking and having fun with each other, and they say, "Nope, we just sent our last delivery out 10 minutes ago." I say, is so-and-so there? And they say, yeah. And I say, well, just have her bring it. She lives right across the street. What the hell? You know what I mean? And they still say no. So evidently our neighbor doesn't think too highly of us, huh?
I guess not.
Or they don't tell her, one or the other.
Right.
But you would think that, what the hell, you know what I mean? She
Right.
could get out
Well,
of
like
her
a
car,
little-
walk across the street, give us our pizza, and go right in the door,
Mm-hmm.
Little backstory on Big A here. When we were doing our 24-hour stream, he had Domino's supposed to be delivered to his house, and we're sitting here gaming away, and it goes about an hour goes by after he orders it, and he's like, "What the heck? Where's my pizza at?" And they had actually already came and left, and then he had to call him again to bring it back. So it was like 2 hours in between the time where Andrew called Domino's before he actually got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted my sandwich, man.
Oh, dude, Domino's sandwiches. Oh my.
We have a guy who comes in our chat every day, and he's in there nonstop. And his name is Domino Matt, okay? Domino Matt. But the funny part is, all he ever does is talk about this one place where he goes and gets a burrito on Monday, and he gets a free Coke, and it's only $6, you know what I mean? And it's a giant burrito,
Yeah.
And I'm going, well, why didn't you call yourself? I forgot the name of the place that he goes, okay, but to get the burrito. But why didn't you call yourself after that place? Because that's all you ever talk about,
Mm-hmm.
Domino Matt, yeah. Anyway, you would think he'd be a big Domino's pizza fan, right?
Right.
Right.
You
What?
would think so.
What the hell do I know, So,
But like I say, I agree with Go Purple in the chat right now. He's saying Domino's gets too much hate because they used to be bad. Has been amazing for the last 5-ish years. Now I will attest to that. Whenever I was younger and we would do birthday parties and stuff, we would never order from Domino's because Domino's used to taste like cardboard with pizza sauce on top of it.
Yep.
However, they have changed, and I will honestly say Domino's is my favorite pizza joint out there.
Now, favorite
Bob-
food, but go ahead, Magic.
Bob Boy was saying, Tony, check out our website. There's a special thank you on our homepage.
right on. Thank you so much. I will. I promise.
Um,
I mean, that's why I wanted to make sure I had the links. You know what I mean?
right.
Right.
But my ultimate favorite food, because as y'all can see, I'm a big dude. I barbecue, hands down, 100% my favorite food.
We
Ribs.
really can't see Big A because you're sitting down. Now, hey, could you get up and spin around for everybody so they can see you? Be careful with your headset. Yeah. Hell yeah. No wonder I was getting all those personal messages wanting to know if you were single or not. Yeah.
6'5".
Hell yeah. Everything's bigger in Texas.
I'm 6'5".
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big dude.
Boris says that's a big sexy body, LOL.
But yeah, barbecue is. It was me. One of the things me and my dad recently passed away last June. It'll be a year this June, and that was one of the things me and him clicked on a lot because we were both big barbecue foodies,
Mm-hmm.
And he would take weekend travel trips around Texas just to go eat at specific. We have a magazine out here. It's called Texas Monthly, and it's a big it's a big thing for Texas. To be like your restaurant or something honored, or have a excerpt in it, a page or something about your restaurant.
Hell yeah.
And Texas is known for barbecue, and a big section of there are barbecue restaurants that these guys go around and taste, and then they put them in the magazine. And that was one of my my things that my dad used to do, is he used to go around to these barbecue restaurants and just try them and everything. And about a year ago, I started, actually, me and a guy from work, we started doing competition barbecue cooking. And my ribs, and my dad will tell me too, like, that was one of the things I loved about my dad, is that he would tell me, hey, this is garbage. If I made something, it tasted like ass.
Oh
But-
my God, how does he know? Oh my God, he's one of those guys that are trolling
He's
me.
one of those guys.
He's Troll
But,
machine. Oh my God.
But there near the end, when I started
Yeah.
competition cooking, he told me my ribs were probably some of the best that he's ever tasted, and
Yeah.
it showed because I've won 2 first place on my ribs. So
Right on. Hey, I'm just think it's cool that you have that kind of relationship with your dad. You know what I mean? And that you try this and you do this and you do that and you do it with him. You know what I mean? And that's really cool.
right.
Magic. When was the last time you took Courtney to the movies?
Be about maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We're actually going tonight, so
What are you going to go see? What are you going to go see?
I think we're gonna go see either the new Harley Quinn movie or the Sonic movie. I'm not sure which one we're gonna watch yet.
I see.
Yeah, she's actually in college right now, so she's about 2.5, 3 hours away. So we get to see each other about maybe one night out of every weekend or once every 2 weeks, depending on. So
Big A, when's the last time you took your wife to the movies?
I couldn't even tell you. Well, we went with my son when we went a week after the new Star Wars movies came out. But that,
Cool.
to me and her, that's a date. We take our son to see something he likes.
Oh,
to see,
absolutely. So. Yeah, I agree completely. How long you been married?
Going on 7 years.
Hell, you probably don't hardly ever have sex now. That's how marriage works, Don't forget it, guys.
No comment.
Yeah,
I love my wife.
I'm only kidding, man.
I know.
I guess we're not going to watch the Sonic movie. My girlfriend typed in the chat, not the Sonic movie. So There you go. There's your answer.
Well, I was married until my wife passed away, and I knew her since 2nd grade. Okay, and we were best friends and madly in love. Up till the very last day. Believe me. But what her and I did was, I'd get to pick a movie, and then she'd get to pick a movie. Then I'd get to pick a movie, and so she would want movies like the Titanic. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where I was more into Saving Private Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Neither one of those movies are anywhere near my favorite, but you get the idea. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
So I wanted blood and guts, and she wanted kissing and hugging and love talking. It's and you got to give and take. That's really what it all comes down to making a marriage work.
Yep.
Now that, Big A, but Magic, he's yet to learn.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yes. So no matter what they say to you, you say yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
And as long as you do that, everything's going to be good. You know what I mean? She could say, "Get up off that goddamn couch and go take the trash out," and you could be right in the middle of a football game and not want to do it. You say, "Yes, ma'am."
Yep.
And go right back to watching the TV. Because I'm telling you, that's all they want, really. They just want to make them think they're the boss. You know what I mean? As long as you do that, everything's good. So remember that lesson, Magic. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Trust me, she's already at that point already. So I don't understand that yet. What do you mean? I don't understand. She's out here calling me out in front of all these people.
Damn. Well, I'm going to get off that Magic and those kind of questions. Let's move on to something, different. Yeah.
Alrighty.
So, did you guys like the Avengers or not?
Oh, I loved them. I'm a huge nerd when it comes to that kind of stuff. You can't see it, but that picture right there is I stole it from my son because he got it for Christmas, and he's yet to realize that it's hung up in my room yet. But it's a Captain America comic book poster, but it's on glass.
Yeah.
And that's what that light up over there is. It's a Captain America shield with LEDs in it.
Cool.
And then in the living room, I have the Thor hammer up on the shelf that's light up just like that one.
Right on.
But yeah, I love I'm a huge Star Wars nerd too. So
I may or may not have a full size Captain America shield in my closet right now.
Let's go, dude. Proof for it doesn't count. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. There it is.
Yahoo!
Let's go, dude.
Hell yeah!
That's awesome.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Yahoo!
My son would love that.
Now I want to tell you guys, I went to college for 5 years and never got a diploma. Okay. Now, that's a true story. I went for 5 years and never got a diploma. So I'm a high school graduate. Did either one of you guys ever graduate from college?
I did not. I went for one semester because I waited a little too long. I actually, when I graduated high school, I had a full, not a full ride, but I had a grant to go because I always wanted to own my own business. So I was going to college for business management, and I had a full grant. It was like $100,000 for a business school in Denver, Colorado, and I didn't go. I was stupid. I was a teenager. And I waited until I was 21 to go back to college, and it was a community college. And by then, I'd been working for 3 years, and I went for half a semester and realized I don't like school anymore, and I just decided to work the rest of my life.
Yeah. So how about you, Magic?
Have never gone to college. I actually used to work with Big A here,
Yep.
in the internet company, and my 18th birthday was May 25th of 2018, and I went to work that following Tuesday with the company because that Memorial Day was that Monday. So I had my birthday on a Friday. I graduated that Saturday after my birthday, and then I went to work that next Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, at least neither one of you guys are saddled with student debt,
Nope. Didn't
Right.
So
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys think, but I think when I was getting out of high school, I graduated in 1972, by the way. The 12% of the population had a college diploma, okay? And now it's getting up there to where, gosh, it's really, really high, the percentage of people that actually go to college,
Right.
And the funny part is there aren't that many management jobs, I mean, the truth is a manager, he's going to oversee like 20 people, okay?
Right.
Well, there's a lot of people who spend a huge amount of money on a college degree, and then they end up doing the same job they'd have been doing if they just went and got the job out of high school.
Yep.
So I don't know if you guys see that or not, but you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yep.
Now, I'll tell you what upsets me. Why in the hell would I want them to take my money, my tax dollar, okay, and give it to somebody so he could go to college and be my boss?
Exactly.
Now, why are they taking my money and spending it on training some guy to be my boss? I don't understand that. You know what I mean? There's something wrong there, okay? If you want to go to college and learn how to do something and get a better education and so that you can come out and be a manager or whatever, well, then spend your own goddamn money to do it. Don't spend mine. I shouldn't say goddamn. I apologize, okay? But you get the point behind it, okay?
Right.
It's
Right.
pretty damn crazy,
Yes, sir.
I've had a great time talking to you guys. I really have. And before we go, I want to give both of you a chance to shout out a few people who are in your chats for just helping you along. I don't care if it's because they donate money. I don't care if they're your mods, and not the same ones that you mentioned earlier. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And if you've got 5 good ones or you can only come up with 3, no problem, okay? But just people that are important to you and help you with your stream. Go ahead, Big A.
All right. Well, I've got Dylan. He's been there since pretty close to day one. He's always there. He shows up, and he's actually a subscriber. But before then, he was there for quite a while. He's always, because I stream 6 days a week. So he's usually there at least 4 days out of the week. And then I've got another kid. His name's FaZe Bucks. He's been there for a while. And like you said, he hasn't done anything, because he's a kid in high school, but he loves coming in and chatting and watching me play. And,
Yeah.
They're always there to support me, whether it be just to talk to me, and that's the thing with me is you don't have to, throw money at me to, have my support and, everything like that. But those two are the most recognizable ones that have been there for a while. You know, and I said him earlier, but you know, Bot Boy, he's always there. He,
Yeah.
he supports both of us. And
Well, you know what I heard? I heard Alias T Mace 1090 is the best supporter either one of you guys have. Is that true?
T Mace has been there from the grind too, from the get go.
Hell yeah! I heard Alias T Mace 1090 is the best. Yahoo! Hell yeah!
There you go.
Magic, who would you say's really helped you? You know.
Well, like I say, Bot Boy has been there since the beginning. Also, Big A here. Every time that he ends his stream, I always get some of his followers over there to come view my stream, and that shows a lot of love right there. I've also got a friend of mine, Gus_CA.
We love you, Gus.
We love you, Gus. He's a little bit bigger streamer than I am. He's been in the game a little bit longer than me, and he'll stop and take the time to help me. As a matter of fact, he helped me with some of my settings and stuff for my stream last night. And his wonderful girlfriend, why hello, Stacy.
We love you too, Stacy.
We love you too, Stacy. Both of them have been very supportive and very helpful for my stream.
Yeah, it's nice to have nice people that go out of their way to give you helping hand. You know, and it's been a big thing for me. I can tell you that right now.
Right.
So I appreciate it. You know, if it wasn't for many people who helped me, then believe me, I'd be sitting around dead broke all the time. You know.
Right.
And not just dead broke, but and bummed out too. You know.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys have co-hosts, or do you have people that get into Discord and visit with you, or anything like that?
We have our team Discord that's for the current team members as well. We have a few that are in there as long as, and then I have my personal Discord, the Big A Gaming server, that a lot of our followers, that's an open Discord that most of our followers are in, that, come in there and talk and chit chat and share pictures and stuff like that.
Do you know how many people are coming on our Discord?
In your Discord?
Yeah.
How many?
3,300.
Oh, wow. We have like maybe 20.
3,300 people that you know what I mean by they're assigned to our Discord or whatever, you know what I mean? And,
right.
And
right.
And they can access it anytime they want to, and a hell of a lot of them do on a regular basis. But the good part is then there's 3,300 people I can send a message to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Or if I want to talk to one of them, or just check on them, or that kind of thing. So that's always cool,
Mm-hmm.
Now I want you guys to help me, okay? We're going to go on up chat, and we're going to thank everybody for being here with us, okay?
Alrighty.
But before we do that, is there any subject that we should have broached on, or that we could have talked about that is kind of a soft spot for you guys, or a favorite thing that you'd want to talk about?
I mean, really, I just think, we could reiterate our main goal for the reason starting. I know there is a few more people in here now.
Right.
Just our main goal for the reason why we started this organization. Yeah, we're not a multi-million-dollar organization. That's not what we wanted to do when we started out. But our main goal for the reasoning behind starting this organization, again, it's to help out the smaller streamers. It's hard. We know it's hard starting a stream out to get it off the ground floor, and it can be really discouraging at times. Most times, there's a lot of times me starting out, I was streaming to myself, and that can be really discouraging. And we offer a way to come in and help them, get started. Like we said earlier, with their own personal branding on merch, and shouting them out, and streamers of the month, and with our streamer of the month program, you don't even have to be a part of the organization. We just, like Magic says, he likes to go through and watch smaller streamers, day in and day out when he's not playing games.
Right.
And, and then we all, agree on one that we like.
Yeah.
And
that's who we raid.
Yeah, and then we spotlight them for the month, and we just want this organization to be known for giving back to the community, and and you know, because of that community, we are where we're at right now, and we love everything about it, and we're here. Alias is going to be here for a while, so we know we have a good strategy, and what we're about is good, and we just want to spread love and spread, you know,
Cool.
across the entire community.
Well, I got to stop you just for a split second. Bot Boy just blew up our channel and gifted 5 subs. Bot
Let's
Boy,
go.
you the man. You the man. Sub hype. Sub
Sub
hype. Sub hype. Sub hype. You know, I can honestly tell you, man, I'm really happy to have met you guys. I'm happy to have spent some time with you guys. Hey, you both seem like really, really nice people, and you seem as sincere gets about helping young streamers. You know what I mean? And I'm truly, truly, truly looking forward to knowing you in the future and getting to know you better. You know what I mean? And I promise you, I'll be in both your channels. You know what I mean? And I'll try and bring a few friends when I do. Okay?
Appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you giving us the time.
No,
Yes.
you know, it's like, here's the deal. Bot Boy said, I think it was Bot Boy said, and thank you, Tony, for the opportunity. Hopefully this helps. Trust me, that's what I'm saying too. Okay, look, you know, it's all for naught if it doesn't help, but I pray to God it helps. I hope that some people are out there listening and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and get in touch with them. I'm going to get in touch with their program, and I'm going to ask them to give me some advice on this and that and this and that. And the biggest thing is, honest to God, if it was me, I already have a commitment with some people on a few things, but I would want you guys to create a website for me and help me get my merch line rolling as soon as possible, because that's the best way in the world for them to make some moolah, you know, and I mean, that's just the truth, you know.
Yes,
And
sir.
I mean, I don't care if it's their mother that's buying the 10 shirts, you know what I mean? They're still going to get some money out of it. So, and that
Right.
money they're going to be able to use to keep their stream going, if that makes sense, you know?
Right.
Right.
Boris, the Russian, thank you for the bits. Thank you for being here today, Boris. So Pozipo, hey, thank you for being here. Hey, could you guys do me a favor and just, because most of these people you know, and thank them for being here with us today, and just go right up the chat if you can.
Super. Thanks, Boris. As always, we love you. Chuck, you know we love you.
Hero.
Hero.
Hero's always in here every single time we try to do something.
Xenome. Appreciate you showing us some love.
Yeah, it's really nice of all you guys to be here today. It's all nice of you guys just to be so kind and so helpful, you know?
Mr. DJ Silva has been in here for almost this entire thing, I believe. So
Yeah.
thank you for that. We've also got
Go Purple. Like, awesome.
Go Purple's been
Thank
in
you.
here the whole time. So we appreciate everybody who stopped by, everybody who's shown any love towards us whatsoever. We also appreciate you, Tony, for letting us have this awesome opportunity. I know you do a lot for this community, but there's a lot of streamers out there who don't get this opportunity. So we fully appreciate, have so much gratitude for
Well,
you.
thank
So
The truth is, I hope you enjoyed it as much as me, because that means you enjoyed it a lot, okay? I really had a
Oh,
nice
yeah.
time. And I feel
I
like I've
have
made
to.
2 friends, you know what I mean? And
Oh, for sure.
yes, sir.
and that's real important, you know. It's
Sure.
you can never have enough friends, that's for sure. Anyway,
definitely.
can we get a triple dab, and then
Yeah.
then a big Yahoo, and then we're going to sign out, and we're
Let's
going to
do it.
host Will the Thrill, okay?
Will the Thrill.
And when
Will the Thrill.
When we do host Will the Thrill, I hope you guys will be kind and move over into his channel and, you know, give him some Yahoos and say hi to him, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Bam! Hell yeah! Triple dab
yeah.
from Big A and Magic. Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you guys for being on Tony's Talk Show. I'll see you guys soon. For now, this is Tony, Big A, and Magic signing out. God bless you all. We love you, and give Will the Thrill some big Yahoo!
Yahoo!